A short little muscle right here, and it's nice and brown. Okay, kind of triangular. Alright, so that's our pectineus. Then we started going through our quadricep muscles, right? So we have vastus lateralis. Open this up. Pull back the sartorius. You can go up here if you want to. Right, so then underneath there we have the vastus medialis. Okay, and then kind of underneath that is vastus intermedius. Okay, intermedius. And then this guy on the top is the rectus femoris. Okay, so see how it kind of connects all the way down right here? So you can see it really well. On my cat, actually. Okay, so rectus femoris, and those are all part of the quadriceps. Abductor muscles, right? So like, you know, if we do those machines at the gym, right, where we're kind of squeezing, we know those ones, right? So that's the adductus, remember, because there's an abductus, right? So one little letter, right? That's why it's important for spelling. Adductus. Okay, and then we can see our semimembranosus and our semitendinosus all from this view as well. Okay, gastrocnemius, right, our dancer cat. Alright, so we have gastrocnemius here, that's like the large calf, and see how well developed it is, because remember, cats can jump pretty high, right? Yeah. Gastrocnemius. Cranial tibial muscle, so we only, it's the only one that's going over the tibia that we're going to talk about, and it's cranial because really once you get down here we're not going to be able to see any of this muscle, so we call that a cranial tibial muscle. Patellar tendon and ligament, we're not going to be able to see those, right, but that's going to attach our patella, basically keep it in place. So one of them is attached to the femur, one of them is attached down here, so you guys need to look that up and make sure you know that for like a written question. External anal sphincter, that's the hardest one of this whole thing, right? Hello. So, remember, just for your pictures, this is a purple. You don't need to dissect it out. You don't need to cut around it. You don't need to do anything like that with our external anal sphincter. We can just point to it like this. Okay? Basically, the sphincter that closes up the anus, right? Longissimus lumborium, right? So, it's going to be on the back here. Another spot that we would give an intramuscular injection in, right? My favorite spot, as a matter of fact. Right? So remember what we did in surgery class, you guys will be doing these IM injections, and that's why I'm bringing this up, right? So like you follow the last rib and you put your finger on the spine, and pretty much in between there, right, on both sides is the longissimus lumborium. Okay, so here's the spine on either side. Okay? Okay.
So it runs parallel to the spine?
Exactly, just like the rectus abdominis runs parallel with the linea alba. Exactly. Common calcaneal tendon. Where's that guy? Do we know where that guy is?
Down here.
Pink dancer cat?
That's right, it was the... Yeah.
So it's right here, right? So basically what I did was I just put my scissors through and I just isolated it, right? So it's this guy right here. The tendon that attaches to the calcaneus, right? To the gastrocnemius here. Okay? Let's see, the patellar ligament, same thing with the tendon, so you need to know where they attach. Round ligament, I'll show you over there. And the popliteal lymph node, were you guys able to find that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Were they bigger than that or about the same size?
We haven't checked it out. They're the same size.
Okay, so just take apart that fat. Remember, it's all like encapsulated in fat. Just take apart that fat. That's a normal size one, right? If there's anything large, I want you to cut it out and give it to me. Okay, I'm going to harvest it. But like I was telling everybody else, we had this cat last spring that came in that had lymphoma. So for one thing, all of its organs were almost liquefied. It was the strangest looking cat I've ever seen, the poor guy. And anyways, his lymph nodes were this big, basically on back. Yeah, so those, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were huge. But this is a decent size. And that's it with the muscles. Oh yeah, we already saw our sciatic nerve, right?
Can we review it one more time? Like, you know, like...
Well, the bones are going to take us a while.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So, I'm going to go through it really quick. Okay, and I'm not going to really go off the list. I'm going to just go with what we're going to be seeing first. Alright, so we have biceps femoris. Okay, we have our tensor fasciata. Okay, we have our gluteal muscles. Okay, pull back the tensor fasciata. We have our quadriceps. We have our vastus lateralis, our rectus femoris, sartorius. Pull that back to expose our second two quadriceps, vastus medialis and vastus intermedius. If we look in the medial portion of the cat, we have a pectineus, gracilis. We reflect the gracilis back so that we can see the adductus, the semimembranosus, and the semitendinosus. Okay? We have the gastrocnemius, which is a calf muscle, craniotibial muscle, common calcaneal tendon. Okay? That's it.
Thank you.
Good?
Thank you.
Okay, let's go over to bones.